folks. Welcome to T.I.O. Thoughts, Ideas, Opinion. We all have them. So tonight, I just wanted to hop on because I haven't been on in a minute, and I just kind of wanted to do something I'm a little bit passionate about. Do have my talking points a little bit. Tonight, I'm going to focus on my ladies of all racial, ethnic, and cultural backgrounds when it comes to fitness and strength training. I do see a trend today, and I have to give women props. I just came from the gym, and I've been going to the gym consistently. And women today are so conscientious about their health, what they're putting in their bodies, working out, and really trying to stay in shape. The one thing that I think, and this is just from my experience, like I said, this is an opinion tonight, and just some talking points and research I've done. The one thing that women tend to be a little bit afraid of touching sometimes is weights and strength training. A lot of times women believe that strength training will have them looking like a man. Well, I've been doing a lot of research, and they say unless a woman is training to be a bodybuilder, which takes a lot of protein, a lot of calories, a lot of, a dietary type methods and heavy lifting, they're really not going to build like a man because of their body composition. We all know that women tend to have a lot more estrogen, men tend to have a lot more testosterone, and our bones are denser. So because of their estrogen, that does not allow them to build necessarily like a man, but they can improve on strength. And there are so many key factors that are important for a woman to improve on strength. I always joke with my wife and say, hey babe, what if, you fall over a cliff and I'm not there and you have to pull yourself back up? Or when it comes to my daughters, not saying they can overpower a man, but it would be nice knowing that they had enough strength to get a man up off of them so they can get out of a dangerous situation, without necessarily having to pull a trigger. You feel me? So that's why another key factor of why I think strength training is very important. Now, my background a little bit, I've been studying martial arts since the age of 12. I'm a big fitness fanatic. I have did some personal training with people. I have a little experience in anatomy and physiology and kinesis, so I understand body movement and a little bit about anatomy and physiology. I'm not a professional. I just kind of study to kind of stay apprised on those things. And a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, you can find on Google. But let's talk about the advantages of strength training for women. Improve strength and function. Muscles help with daily activities and can prevent injuries. And we do see that a lot of injuries that can occur from, weakness of muscles or not having enough strength or pulling muscles because something's too heavy. I think it's important for a woman to be able to at least do, 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, and bench press their body weight. If you're doing that, then you're doing good. Okay? You don't really have to exceed that. Just stay consistent in that, and your body, and that will help with your fitness and your strength training. Also, another benefit of strength training is enhanced bone health. So for women, like I said, they lose bone density over time. Men don't have to worry about that. We already have naturally denser bones than women, and women tend to lose certain nutrients out of their body based on different biological things. So strength training will help to enhance bone health. Especially if they're taking calcium and any other vitamins that they need. As women, don't have to get into too much detail. Women know what I'm talking about. But strength training will help with your bone health. Your bone health will adapt to you lifting weights. So, your bones and your muscles and everything is going to get stronger. It's going to build. It's just like breaking a bone, and when it heals stronger. So when you're putting on more weight and lifting more weights and building that strength and building that up, your bones are going to get stronger. It's going to be less chance that they're going to lose that density as quickly as you age. Of course, my wife will be forever 25, but, as she gets a little older, 27, we find it important that, we stay functional, we stay working out, and we stay fit together. Also, increase metabolism. So strength training will help to increase your metabolism. Who doesn't want an increased metabolism so you can have a snatch waist, right? I mean, come on. I want to increase metabolism so my waist can get a little bit snatched, because, boy, I tell you, being over 40, that gut, whew, man. And, the one thing I'm blessed to say, though, is my wife is really big about what she puts in her body, which then makes me conscious about what I put in my body. So when I go sneak and get some fast food, I feel guilty, I don't tell her when I do it all the time, but, she does make me conscious and what I'm putting into my body, because she's so conscious about what she's putting into her body. And, we like to travel. We like to do things. We like to stay active. And I want to be able to do that with her for a long time. So just like she would prefer that I eat a little healthier, I would prefer that she puts a little bit, into strength training. And she does. Plus, working out with your mate, man, I tell you, that's a different level of intimacy and connection and just partnership and discipline and accountability. It's like, working out with your best friend. It can't get any better. So, I really do love going to the gym, working out with my wife, seeing her improve, seeing me improve. It increases that attraction and, keeps our blood flowing and, releases all type of great endorphins. So, you really get a chance to really build that bond with that person. And sometimes sometimes working out, we talk through some of our most difficult conversations, but we're in such a good place doing it because we're doing an activity. And I think that's another positive. Also, just to throw a little spiritual element in there, I use, my fitness and working out as a time of meditation. It's my time of prayer. It's my time to connect with God, because this is our first temple. We're willing to put into a building, but how many of us are willing to put into ourselves? It's not easy. Like I said, especially being over 40, getting up and working out and staying consistent, man, it hurts sometimes. I'm crying sometimes just getting into that gym, but I try to show up. But I think of it as a sacrifice. Sometimes when I don't want to go, I have to pray about it. I have to really connect with God and ask God to give me the strength to get through that. It is more of a spiritual element for me. It's a spiritual connection, and if you're working out with your partner, it could be a spiritual time for you guys too as well. Just want to throw that tad bit in there. Also, improve body composition. Who doesn't want an improved body composition? Okay, when you're strength training, you're building that muscle, and a lot of times the fastest way to lose fat is to gain muscle. That is proven. You can look it up. Fastest way to lose any type of body fat is to gain muscle. So when you're changing that body composition, you can throw on whatever you want. What woman don't want to throw on a dress or an outfit that hugs their curves? Makes them feel good. And that's also a boost of confidence. Working out, strength training, and building those muscles is a boost of confidence. Even if you don't see it physically, knowing that you went from lifting 15 pounds to now, lifting 30 or 40 pounds, that's a boost of confidence. You're like, okay, yeah, I feel strong. I feel confidence. I feel empowered. So that's also a boost of confidence for, women. Also, it reduces risk of chronic disease. And I mean, that's true for both men and women. Okay. I mean, if you're burning sugar, less chance of diabetes. We know that can be genetic, but if you are diabetic, it can be a good way to help manage that on top of what the doctors are telling you how to manage. Okay, if you're suffering from obesity, high cholesterol, things like that, working out is a good way to help sustain your health a little longer. Mobility issues, and a lot of times people with mobility issues, they have them working out with bands, and bands are resistance training, which is also helping to re-strengthen those muscles. So that's why it's so important to really focus on strength training. And last but not least, this is my favorite one: better balance and coordination. Strong muscles can help improve balance and reduce the risk of falls. Okay, I noticed that when I was out of the gym for a little bit and I kind of let life get to me, I would trip upstairs. Okay, my knees were hurt. Oh my God, my knees used to be in so much pain. It was crazy. I think it was like a year or two that I was working so much and sitting so much throughout the day in my office chair and being on the computer so long that I can, and I had put on some weight, and I would tell my wife all the time, like, my knees are on fire. I had to wear knee braces for a while when I did start back at the gym, because of that loss of muscle in my legs. It was crazy. Then I started working out my legs and start squatting and start using the machines and doing that resistance training. Now I don't think I have the knee braces. I haven't had to wear them. I'm leg pressing again. I'm getting back into my martial arts slowly. So just even in that short time, I can see the improvement in the pain that I was feeling in those knees just by working out. And same thing, borderline. Just recently, I was probably a couple months ago, borderline high cholesterol. Of course, I got rid of all the butter. I don't really eat a lot of fried food anyway. Cut back on grease. And then, and the doctor said to me, you're already fit. All you have to do is maintain consistency in the gym, and you won't have and watch what you eat, and you won't have to take pills. You best believe I went out and got me some omega-3s. I went, like I said, got rid of all the bad stuff in here. I even started taking iron supplements. Anything, gut health, all that stuff. And I'll tell you what, I haven't had that same feeling I had when they were telling me that. And, and that really did help decrease that possibility of having that high cholesterol, which us black men suffer from quite a bit. So, working out really has helped reduce that along with a healthy diet. But back to balance and coordination. I had a friend, she was an athlete, played basketball, but her coordination was a little off. She had a couple concussions. I ain't gonna put her name out there, but we were training martial arts, strength training. We went to college together, and I was training with her in martial arts and working out with her in the gym. And in less than a month and a half, 2 months time, her coordination had picked up, improved. You can see the difference on the basketball court. You can see the fact that she wasn't tripping as much. She would have trip hazards at home all the time, but strength training and martial arts really helped her reduce that. And it was pretty cool to see, the results of helping people. So, I'm not going to go too much into it. I just kind of wanted to get some of those thoughts out there. Tell me what you ladies, tell me what y'all feel about strength training, why you're hesitant to it. Any questions you may have, please leave those in the comments. And I'll try to answer those the best I can in the comments. Let me know if this video was helpful or if it wasn't, or if you want to hear more content or want me to do more research about fitness, or, even want to help with creating a workout plan, let me know. I'll take some time, put together a little plan for you, send it over via comments, or even do a video about, some of the things that I feel like can help you out. Like I said, strength training, ladies, you're not going to look like a man. You look like a phenomenal woman that you already are, and it's not so much about body sculpting as it is just having the confidence and the mobility that you need once you start getting, up in your latter years and staying consistent. I want all my ladies to really have a good quality of life, and that's what I pray for, and as well as my men. But I really, I just something that I always notice when I'm in the gym, and I just want to bring that to the attention of people to really kind of look at. So, like I said, any thoughts, ideas, or opinions of your own, please leave them in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you. Good night. T.I.O. out. Peace.